Hi children, welcome back to the lesson Physical and Chemical Changes. In previous session we learnt about physical change. Now in this session we learn about chemical changes. Here in physical change there is no new substances formed, but whereas in chemical change there is a formation of new substance. So that is the difference between physical and chemical changes. Here those changes in which the new substances are formed, they are called chemical changes. Here the chemical change is a permanent change, means here the new substance will be formed and it not be reversed to get the original substance. So here it is permanent, whereas physical change is temporary change. We can get them back again, but here it is irreversible. We are unable to get them back, and that too it is permanent change. That is temporary change, but here it is permanent change. So let us see what are the characters that are present in the chemical change. Here the chemical change, it includes number 1, the characters of chemical change. New substances formed. That too one or more new substances will be formed. Right? The first one is new substance is formed in the chemical change. And next, here the chemical change is a permanent and irreversible. The chemical change is permanent and that too irreversible. It is permanent and irreversible. And as well as here in chemical change, it utilizes lot of energy or it releases lot of energy. So lot of energy will be absorbed or released. Lot of energy, either in the form of light or in the form of heat, we could get lot of energy, or otherwise means it utilized, or otherwise it may release out. That is present in chemical change, whereas in physical change it utilizes or releases very less energy, but here it requires lot of energy to get that reaction. Here chemical change is also called as chemical reaction. You should remember this. Chemical change is also called chemical reaction. And while chemical change, there may be production of sound. Sound will be produced. We get sound in chemical change. And as well as here in chemical change, the smell also get produced. Actually, maybe the original smell or a new smell will be given. So remember, in chemical change there is a production of smell. That too either it is old one or new smell will be produced. And as well as here it is a permanent change, and that too it brings the permanent change in the color. The color also may get changed, and it is irreversible. Color may not be get back again. And as well as and one more thing is that some gases may be released. Some gases may also released in chemical changes. So these are the characters of chemical change. What do they include? There is formation of new substance, and it is permanent, the two irreversible reaction, and as well as chemical change require lot of energy, and it may release lot of energy, whatever it may be, whether it is absorbing or releasing, uses lot of energy, it require lot of energy. And whereas it can able to produce the sound, it produces sound, light, etc. And as well, while chemical change, you could able to see the smell, a new kind of cell or original cell may comes. And as well as the color of the substance will be changed permanently, it is irreversible, color won't be get back. And as well as there is a formation of new gases, you could able to smell them also. So these are the characters of chemical changes. We can get all these change during the chemical change. Actually, here change of smell, and what you call production of light, utilization of uh, energy, and as well as formation of new substance. Here new substance is forming, it is nothing but we are getting new chemical. So here chemical property is getting changed, so that simply we can say the reaction, the change in which the chemical property of the substance change, it is called chemical change. So here chemical property is getting changed, chemical property is getting changed, so that it is called chemical change. Very simple definition you can give. Okay, so these are the characters of chemical changes. And let us see a best example, that is, for example, if you burn the paper, what happens if you burn the paper? Then by burning the paper you can get the ash, black colored ash, and as well it gives light, it produces heat. Okay, and once if you burn the paper again, by using that ash you are unable to get the paper back. Why? Because before it is a paper and now it become a ash, and we can't get paper back from the ash. That is why we called it as it is chemical change, it is permanent, it is permanent. So let us see how it happens. Now I'm going to burn the paper. Look at this. What changes may takes place here. Now I'm burning the paper. Right, it is giving light, heat, are able to see, and it become ash. It become ash. So here it is the actual paper, and we got ash. Do you have you noticed this? Do you find any difference between these two? Yes, this is the paper, actual paper, right? Look at this. This is actual paper, and finally we got new substance. We got new substance, that too it given light, and it is somewhat heat. So it produced heat, it changed the color, it changed the state, it changed the size, and that too the new substance ash is formed. Here this ash, from this ash we unable to get back the paper. So this is what we called permanent change. This is called as permanent change. So before it is a paper and now it become ash, and from this ash we unable to get the paper back, right? So this is the best example for the chemical change. Have you understood? In a change, wherever the chemical property of the substance changed or a new substance is formed, one or more new substances are formed, then it is called chemical change, and it is irreversible. We won't get them back. And here smell is produced, smoke is produced, right? And light is produced, heat is produced, and it is permanent change. The color changed, the gas is released. So all those take place in a single reaction, right? So that is why it is what we call chemical reaction, right? So children, I hope you understood what are the characters of chemical changes. In the next session we'll learn lots of examples about the chemical changes. We just seen only one, that is burning the paper is a permanent change. Like that, many are there: storing of milk, formation of curd from the milk, cooking of food, and photosynthesis, digestion of food, neutralization reaction, exploding of firework, and burning of magnesium ribbon, and burning of many material, ripening of fruit, reaction between the vinegar and baking soda, production of carbon dioxide gas, and whatever the thing, formation of biogas or fertilization. All these are chemical changes, means once if they happen they cannot be come back, right? So we'll learn one by one examples in the next session. I hope you understood today's class. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you.